Good morning. So if I had it to do over again, I would only go foil at mellow, unbreaking waves like this. It's so much easier. There's usually no one around and just way, way safer and more fun. On the inside here, it's like waist high or less, and it's just this real mellow rolling wave that's like, it's still exciting, but it's totally manageable. And then, but further out, it was getting up to like chest, shoulder high, and then it became unmanageable, or I'd have this problem of this breaching, and then these elevator drops and getting bucked off or almost bucked off. But there, I luckily made it. And while it's exciting, it's hard, especially as a beginner, and easy to really, because you're up high, going fast, and to get bucked off and either hit the board or hit the foil or hit something. It's if I had it to do over again, I would definitely just stay on this mellower stuff until I got good, and especially with the foot hooks, because like I was at a beach break like this and it was terrifying. And I went out like a couple months ago on this day, and it was I went up breach like that, and then the rail caught, and I went flying and just hit my quad really hard on the rail, and I was like limping around for a couple weeks. And so I learned my lesson to really respect beach break or any kind of hollow wave, because foiling is just this whole foreign different deal. At least that's my experience. And so at this beach break again, I'm much more just cautious and really respect that how different foiling is, and how much patience. Much better to go to a place like this, have the foot hooks, the right setup, not that many people around, and just this unbreaking mellow wave, which is what the foil is designed for anyway. And so I'd much rather do that than get hurt. And then water depth, like real important. Like here, I run aground and just get slammed off. And first time I did that, I thought I broke my foil, but no, it just scratched. And these foils are tough, but this is what happens when you hit the ground. So I tried foiling in the surf first. Did a lot of that. And I tried behind the boat. Similar, it's a lot harder than it looks, and bungee, and briefly tried behind a bike. And so far I like the bungee the best. It has the smoothest pull and the most, I think, potential for just fun, and a fun way to learn. It's a real smooth flight. And one of the challenges with boat starting is without the paddle, it's really hard to go straight or keep the board straight. There's like nothing to hold on to. And even with foot straps in rough water, it's like water starting is really, really hard. Way harder than it looks, because if we try to do like a normal toe or wake start, when we get about there, the board comes up on the foil, and it's like really scary and hard to remember to stomp that front foot and keep it down. And so it's a real challenging way. And then even one of the things with not having the paddle again is once the rail gets hit by any little bit of water, we get knocked around, and it's real hard to keep going straight. So it's a challenge. And that's where I think the foot hooks for me are so great, because it lets me look down the line, see what the wave is doing, and get my feet in place. And then I can pump and do what I want. And using leverage there, you can see I'm kind of trying to steer the board, and that helps. And then if I do want to kick out or bail out because the straps are open, it's super easy to do. And then if I do have one of these high, hard falls, I've got that impact vest on, and it protects my back. And again, the coil leash there was resting nicely on the back of the board and out of the water. And so like, that's how I would do it over again if I was going to learn to surf. And you can kind of tell by the smile on my face that it's super fun regardless of the outcome. So thanks.